these are 5 emotional intelligence behavior in successful business people. Number 1, they stay calm under pressure. They do not react to something. Sometimes they can be facing a financial setback or something happening in the company or amongst their team members, but don't just react. Be calm. Your business might be experiencing some stuff. Don't just act based on reaction mode. They go back, they think, they reflect before they say anything, before they make any decision. Because at that state of high intensity, you can make emotional, volatile decisions that will cost you a lot, right? So, to being a successful person with emotional intelligence in your business, you need to be able to calm down. You need to don't react too much, right? It's a very key trait that most billionaires and businessmen have. So they stay calm under pressure. They do not just react, right, because of certain setback or a certain failure they're experiencing. Now, number 2 is that they listen more than they talk. CEO, top businessmen, people that have high emotional intelligence in their business, they don't just talking, they don't just say anything, don't just go and gush out whatever you were planning, all right? They don't talk, they listen to their employees, they listen to their partners, all right? They get they understand them, they get their feedbacks. Okay, this is what this person is saying. Let me see from this person's perspective. If you can see from another person's perspective, and it will help you in a long way. Whether the business is online or on-site, it will help you a lot. I listen to what my athletes says, I listen to what my students say, and I get feedback, and it makes me to become a better leader in what I'm doing. Right? So you need to put that into consideration whenever you're running your business and you want to have high emotional intelligence to be a successful businessman. Right? You need to put that into consideration. Now, number 3 is that they show empathy. Right? This one is not very common, but it is very necessary. You need to be able to show empathy to people around you. You need to be able to show empathy to your colleagues that are working for you. Sometimes you can just give them a bonus or a raise, and maybe they did not even merit it. Sometimes just check up on them and see how they are doing. Because if you can connect with someone emotionally, they can be very loyal to your cause and to your work. Don't just see people as machines, or people are not machines, people are not AI. Human beings have emotions. So learn to communicate with them, learn to understand them, learn to see them from their perspective. It is very, very important for you to grow in your business or to be a successful businessman. And you need to have that characteristic, you need to have that emotional intelligence and that behavior to be successful in your business. Very, very important. Now, number 4 is that they communicate with respect. All right, they respect their partners, they respect their employees, they respect people around them. Right, so you don't just communicate anyhow because you're the boss. You don't just shout at people because you're the boss. You don't just talk anyhow because you're the boss. No, you communicate with people, get feedback from them, relate with them. Yes, you set boundaries because people need to know that there are boundaries. But if you overset those boundaries and you're too strict, people will not be comfortable. They may not even tell you a rumor that's happening in your company. Right, so learn to be flexible as a leader. Learn to not be too rigid. Be firm and be friendly at the same time. Be firm, focused, and friendly. It will help you in the long run. Finally, they manage relationship wisely. Right? They communicate without judgment. It's the way they relate to people, their staff, their employee, that helps them in the long run. Right? If the business is facing a certain disengagement or facing a certain problem, there's a way they communicate with their employees. Their employees know that this is their boss, but they know that he has maturity in his communication. He manages the relationship. He values the relationship. So if you can value that relationship and it will give you a very good end, all right, in your business. So that's an emotional trait that you all need as businessmen out there. So if you're a businessman and you're trying to grow your business and build your team, please comment in the comment section and let's see how we can help each other. Make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on the notification, and see you in the next video for more. You're welcome.